Assalamu alaikum. This is Talk to Farina Najam from Division of Arts and Social Sciences, University of Education, Lahore. The course title is Advanced Landscape Painting. Dear students, our topic is about color theory. Color wheel, primary, secondary, complementary, transparency, opacity, hue, value, intensity, brightness, chroma, saturation, purity, temperature, warm and cold. First of all, what is color? Color is the result of the breakdown of white light into its single elements by using a glass prism. These color elements consist of violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. They are the colors of the rainbow. Sir Isaac Newton first showed that natural white light is a combination of all the colors of the visible light spectrum. Designers and artists find the perfect color combination through the use of color theory. Color theory is a practical combination of art and science that's used to determine what colors look good together. The color wheel was invented in 1666 by Isaac Newton, who mapped the color spectrum means the band of colors, onto a circle. The color wheel is the base of colors theory because it shows the relationship between colors. Color theory is a body of principles which provide guidance on the relationship between colors and the physiological impacts of certain color combinations. The color wheel. The color wheel is the means of organizing the color in the spectrum. A color wheel is an abstract illustrative organization of color hues around a circle which shows the relationship between primary colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors, etc. A typical color wheel is made up of only 20 colors, as you can see in this picture. Color wheel. Primary colors are not mixed from each other elements and they generate all other colors. Every other color is made up of some combination of these three: red, yellow, and blue. These are the primary colors. Red, yellow, and blue. Primary colors by definition are those colors that cannot be created by mixing others. Red, yellow, and blue. Now I am giving you the example of some landscape painting in primary colors. You can see this painting made by using primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. You can see the primary colors red, yellow, and blue in this painting. Landscape in primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. Secondary colors. By mixing two primary colors, a secondary color is created. If we mix two primary colors, yellow and red, then we get the secondary color orange. If we mix yellow and blue, two primary colors, then we get the secondary color, green. If we mix blue and red, then we get the secondary color, purple. You can see the secondary colors, orange, green and purple. Orange, green, purple, these are the secondary colors. Made by two primary colors mixed together. Landscape with primary and secondary colors. You can see in this picture the primary colors and also the secondary colors. You can see a red, yellow and blue, and secondary colors purple, orange and green. Another example. Tertiary colors. Intermediate or tertiary colors are created by mixing up primary and secondary colors. Intermediate colors lie between the primary and secondary colors on the color wheel. If we mix red and yellow, then we get the tertiary colors, red, orange. Yellow, the primary color, orange, the secondary. Yellow, primary color, and the green as secondary color. Okay. Blue, primary color, and green is secondary color. Tertiary colors. Tertiary colors are yellow green, yellow orange, red orange, blue green, blue purple, red purple. Tertiary colors are created by mixing a primary and secondary color. If we mix yellow and orange, then we get the tertiary color, yellow orange. So you can yellow, orange, red, violet, blue, green, yellow, green. These are the tertiary. Mixture of primary and secondary colors. So, primary colors are red, yellow and blue. Secondary colors are orange, violet, yellow, orange. And tertiary intermediate colors are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, red, violet. Complementary colors. Complementary colors are opposite on the color wheel, provided a high contrast. This color scheme involves the use of colors that are located opposite on the color wheel, such as red and green, yellow and purple, and orange and blue. Complementary colors produce a very exciting dynamic pattern. Complementary colors: green and red, orange and blue, yellow and purple are the complementary colors. In this landscape painting, you can see the use of complementary color: blue, orange. Another example of complementary color. You can see the complementary colors in this landscape painting: yellow and purple. The use of complementary colors you can learn from the painting of Van Gogh. Another example of complementary color: blue and orange. Another one: complementary mountains. Orange and blue, complementary colors. Transparency and opacity. Transparency. Transparency, a material or article allowing light to pass through so that objects behind can be distinctly seen. Can be distinctly seen. Transparency. You can see the transparency in this landscape painting. Another landscape painting in transparency. You can see hue is the term for the pure spectrum. Colors commonly referred to by the color names: red, orange, yellow, blue, green, violet, which appear in the hue circle or rainbow. Theoretically, all hues can be mixed from three basic hues known as primaries. Hue, the specific name of a color. Each color on the color wheel is a hue. Black, white, and gray do not appear on the color wheel because they have no hue. Luminance. Luminance is the amount of brightness or light in a color. Value, intensity, brightness. Value in art has various meanings, but for the purpose of this lecture, we will be referring to value is in relation to color theory. Value is the name we give to the lightness and darkness of tone. Value in art is essentially how light or dark something is on a scale of white to black, with white being the highest value and black being the lowest value. On the other hand, you could have many different values of the same hue. These are called tints shades. You can produce tints of a color by adding white and shades by adding black. You can create shades, tint and tones of color by adding black, gray, white to a base hue. Shades, tints and tones. Shades. A shade is created by adding black to a base hue, darkening the color. This creates a deeper, richer color. Shades can be quite dramatic and can be overpowering. A tint is created by adding white to a base hue, lightening the color. This can make a color less intense and is useful for when balancing more vivid colors combinations. And tones are created by combining black and white or gray with a base hue like tints. Tones are subtler version of the original color. Tones are less likely to look pastel and can reveal complexities not apparent in the base color. You can create tints by using white in hue. So in this color wheel you can see hue, tint, tones, shades. Hue as pure color, tint when we add white in hue, tones when we add gray in hue, shade when we add black in hue. And here is the pure color. Many artists prefer to use just a limited value range, which can promote harmony in the painting. What is the relationship between value and color? Every color has an underlying value somewhere between white and black. Let's take a look at the relationship between value and color by using the color wheel below. Now, here is the standard color wheel with no actual color. Notice how different colors have different values. Not all colors are equal in terms of light and dark. Now, for each of these colors, you can have an individual value scale with tints all the way up to white and shades all the way down to black. So, as you can imagine, there are an infinite number of potential colors you could mix even with just a limited palette. Notice how many colors in the color wheel have similar values despite having very different hues. When placed next to each other, these colors would have very little contrast in value, and your eye may find it difficult to identify which color has more importance in your painting. Value is a much more powerful structural element in your paintings compared to the hues you use. In fact, the hues you use have little importance in setting the structure of your paintings. That is not to say color is not important. Color has an extremely powerful physiological importance in your paintings. I will demonstrate how value can completely set the structure of a painting regardless of color using the following painting by Claude Monet. Now let's take out all the colors from the painting. As you can see, Monet values are all true and the structure of the painting is set using these values. The colors have a much more emotional importance in the painting rather than structure. If Monet did not use accurate values and tried to differentiate the different objects using just colors, shapes, and lines, then it would probably look like an abstract painting with very little direction. This is why many oil painters start with an underpainting of dead colors just to set out the different values. They then add color on top of that. As noted earlier, many artists prefer to utilize a limited range of values in their artworks. This can help promote harmony in the artworks, as it is easier to retain a level of consistency with just a limited value range. Claude Monet used a very high key value range in many of his paintings, a limited range of high values. Claude Monet painting impression. In Claude Monet painting impression, he uses a limited range of mid values. Apart from the closest boat, which is considerably darker in value, this produces a very strong contrast. Claude Monet utilizes a much broader value range in the painting above, with bright yellows and oranges contrasting against the dark foreground area. To retain harmony in the painting, he seems to only use a limited number of hues in the painting: yellow, oranges, green, and reds. The result is an almost glowing effect with a strong contrast between the values. Chroma, saturation, purity. In color theory, chroma refers to the degree of vividness of a color, or how pure it is compared to its representative on the color wheel. It can also be called saturation or color intensity. Understanding chroma is essential for creating the Mansell color mixing chart, which relies on 16-step chroma sequence. Saturation is the intensity or purity of the color. In this picture you can see the chroma chart. Shades, tints, artist color wheel. Value the relative lightness or darkness of a color, tint adding white, tones adding gray, or complementary shades adding black. So intensity, saturation, and chroma is the purity of a color. 3D of colors. Mansell color system. Chroma, degree of saturation of a particular hue. You can see in this picture. Value, hue, chroma. Temperature, warm, cold. The color wheel can also be divided into warm and cool colors. The warmth or coolness of a color is also known as its color temperature. The color combinations found on a color wheel often have a balance of warm and cool colors. According to color physiology, different color temperatures evoke different feelings. For example, Warm colors are said to bring to mind coziness and energy, while cool colors are associated with serenity and isolation. Warm colors are the colors from red through to yellow. These colors are said to bring to mind warmth like the sun. Cool colors are the colors from blue to green and purple. These colors are said to bring to mind coolness like water. Cool colors such as blue, green, violet make us think of cool things. The color wheel: warm colors, cool colors. Red, yellow, and orange are traditionally associated with warm or hot things like the shining sun and glowing sunset, fire. Green, blue, violet, violet, red. These are the cool colors. And yellow, orange, red are the warm colors. Now I am showing some landscape paintings in which warm and cool colors are used. Claude Monet, his talks. Landscape in warm colors. Van Gogh painting. Van Gogh used warm colors in his painting. Examples of paintings in warm colors. Another one is use of warm colors. Van Gogh painting The Starry Night. In this painting, Van Gogh used vivid cold colors and swirling, moving, and carving lines in this painting. Water lilies, Claude Monet. Monet did not use many earthy colors such as brown and nudes. He focused mainly on cool tones like blues and greens to give off a soothing and relaxing mood as he felt when he was in his garden. Of all the water lily pieces, this one is very different. The artwork takes places in the evening rather than during the day. Cool colors you can see in this painting. You can see the cool colors in this landscape painting. Painting in blue.